All right, hello and welcome. We are so back to a extremely hard game, BeeCarbonize. It's not that hard. It's a free game you can download off Steam, and it's about decarbonizing the carbon footprint of the world. Uh, Standard is a fun little puzzle to play. Hardcore, I have not been able to crack, and my hope is that today we can do that. So I'm going to load into hardcore. And basically, the way this works is, and I think I can click and drag, you're going to play different cards in this game. Those cards are going to go into a couple different pieces here. In this case, industry. This is the 20th century industry, right? All the work that people have done in the 1900s. And basically, those cards are going to do things for you. First of all, they're going to allow you to invest in new stuff. And second of all, they are going to come with some like active thing that's happening. There's some pretty interesting stuff here in terms of you can have industry cards, ecosystems, people, and science. And you basically need to find a way to get into a sustainable situation that doesn't have the world completely falling on fire. The problem is that as you have emissions, which is the number in the bottom right of cards, you can see if I do fossil power, we'll get 7 emissions, but hey, look, 2 arrows up. Nuclear energy is also pretty interesting, but they have different costs for these different cards. As these emissions comes up, we're going to have crisis appear. And that's really spooky for us. Also, these different sectors you can see are summarized here. So I don't know if it's how many, like if this always goes off every 40 seconds and we make $1. Let's pull this out here. Yeah, you can see if I pull this out, there's nothing. And then I can put it back in. And what's interesting with that is if you pull a card off to the side, it becomes inactive and it will get deleted. And if you could borderline win the game by pulling the 20th century industry off and deleting it, and then everything would be zeroed out and you'd be fine, right? But no, in reality, if you do that, you're going to have a huge negative event that's going to fire, and it's basically going to sink your whole game. So we can talk about this. Right now, we can go and increase our industry sector. That just gives you more place to fit cards. We can invest in ecosystems. The Nature Conservancy removes a little bit of emissions, but it's pretty expensive. 2 and 1, so 2 money and 1 science. There's people, which is a really big deal. Societal change. This will give us people points, and it is interesting. You can see ecosystems and industry, even though ecosystems is green, actually does make you money. It can be a positive factor. People gives you people resources. So very early, we definitely want to be generating more people. We'll be having a hard time. Having 1 emission from this is not a big deal for doubling effectively our income. And then there's science. We'd love to do science, but science takes funding to do. And right now, we really need to clean up our industry. So, first of all, we could go straight into renewables. I don't know that that's the right call. It's hard to say because it's only... How do I say this? It takes a people resource, and we really need to get to 2 units of that in the first 90 seconds. All of these things tick off based on the up arrows. So I think we need to start with something like fossil power. And I believe that we can click that and create. So in so many seconds, this is going to spit out fossil power, and I can hit spacebar. You can see it's a pause and start, and we can see these things like ticking away. And basically, what's going to happen is every time this fills out, it's going to put 20 emissions up here on the kind of global warming track, and it's going to basically kill us. So what we can do is take industry and put it off now. And you can see, hey, in 107 seconds, it's only going to make 7 emissions. That doesn't work. For all of the bar that it filled out with the emissions in play, the 20th century industry, the 20 is like weighted in and factors in. But what we can do is kind of cheese turning this card off. It will be destroyed in 40 seconds, but we can pull it off to the side and just let it kind of tick down slowly while fossil power makes us some money. Again, we're getting 7 emissions every 110 seconds, but we're also getting $1. So not bad. Now, this is going to do more than 7. I don't know if it'll show us here exactly what this emissions are. We're at emissions of 17. Again, it should have only been 7, but it weighed in an average of how long it was doing both. So we can just click this back in, and again, we can make 27 emissions and boom, make a lot of money. It wouldn't work out really well for us there. So now I'm looking at funding, and also fossil power, you can see, has other pieces that you could go into. Now, gas power plants, very interesting. 2 up and only 2 emissions. Coal power plant, terrible. Worse than fossil power. Fossil power includes a mix of gas, petroleum products, coal, what have you. Going straight coal, and it costs people. Massive mining also could give you more economy. But again, tons of emissions. Look at that sad penguin. So what's interesting is that we kind of want to keep this card, 20th Century, in play, just so that we can spec into renewables and stuff in the future. If we pull it off, we'll lose access to those trees that originate from it. But for now, let's let this continue. We're trying to get to 2 people. We're letting this fill up just a bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep toggling this out and back in, because when it's in, it recovers, I believe. I believe it does. Let's pull it off in a second and see if it makes a difference. See, it's filling up here, so it really goes down quite slowly, I have to say. But we need to ride or die on that low end, or we're gonna run into a lot of trouble. So here we made $2. We can invest in upping our people. We need this, just straight up. We need some people coming in, and you can see there's actually ways. Decarbonization laws, pretty expensive, but at least it comes with a -1. Lifestyle changes, again, very expensive. It reduces the economy, but hey, -2. Idea incubator. This is what I think you go to next after societal change. Just another 1 emission, not a big deal. And again, you're upping the income quite a bit. This was 90 seconds before. Now it's 60. I think that if we get another, we can get it done to like 45 seconds. So interesting. And we're watching this card. We want to get really close to the end, but we need to put it in. Now, even though it says 27, we didn't get all 27. You can see we're up to 39 now. And we're just trying to make it so that we get to this little thing as slow as possible. We do have a little bit of science. I wonder, could we get to gas 3 and 2? Doesn't seem very likely. Ecosystems, very slow. It does remove some emissions, right? It's only a small up arrow. So maybe we could go for that. Again, we're going to pull this off. We did not recover very much of this timeline. And back on. And really just decoupling the 20th century industry every now and then makes a really big deal in terms of limiting emissions. So this removes 10 emissions when you build it the first time, I believe, and that's kind of it. I'm not convinced that that's the best way to play here. We could invest in some science now. We have $2, and getting 2 science, right? We already have 1, could get us into something like gas power. And again, that's more emissions, but it's less emission per unit of industry produced, you know? It's like effectively taking the average, you could say, of all of these emissions factors. The only thing that's going to hurt us is time. So we're going to have more money coming in faster, but the emissions are also going to proc faster, tink, 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 and it's going to make it a challenge. But again, I think we need to get some science funding happening. Did that give me a science right away for building it? I didn't realize that it would do that. And see here, emissions cleaning, already a thing that could remove 30 emissions. We should keep that in mind. That takes 3 money though, which is going to be tricky. Generates money. 2 and 1. Uh-oh. So we got our first negative event. Oh, oopsie. Yeah, I forgot. Okay. Yeah, that was a big boo-boo. We might even have to restart the run. You need $1 every time a person is created, or that person creates starvation. And after a couple seconds, if we don't pay into this, we are going to lose. So now this is, again, procking. We're trying to limit how many emissions we're getting. I forgot about the mechanic. It's been so long since I've played. Getting 2 units of people, though, is going to be tricky in this amount of time. It almost means I need to invest in this, but that also costs people, and this reduces production, which is why we need to get societal change. There's so many things that cost people. And yeah, if I just had waited on funding science, this would be much more doable. Instead, we're going to pull this off again, slot it back on. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to recover, because these emissions are coming in quick. Now, I could do this. I do have enough science that maybe that's okay. Research centers, up it. Science incubators, up it. 3 and 2 for minus 30 seems like a big deal for me right now. And again, that minus 2 will proc the more times the science sector is firing off. So it is interesting in that way. We also could invest in the renewables, but again, that costs people, and right now people are starving, and apparently the only way to solve starving is to put more people into it. Effectively, every person is also $1, because when you spawn a person, you need $1 to fund them so that they're not starving. Again, now the emissions are coming up quite quickly. Do we go for this? Or do we go for this? I think we have to go for the emissions cleaning to stop us from hitting this next negative card and getting stuck in a downward spiral. We're already kind of in one because of what I just did. But that is fine. Let's go ahead and pull you off. There's actually a decent amount of time here. Again, it'll delay getting the next $1, which delays us in getting something else. But just generating less emissions will make a big deal. It's so much more expensive to clean them than it is to just not generate them to begin with. You can see we're really closing in here now. If it wasn't for that person being created, we would have enough money, right? 3 and 2. We have quite a bit of science now. I would love to put science into something else. These both cost a lot of science, but they also cost money. Renewables don't even cost money. They cost people and science. So maybe we can get renewables on the next person creation. Again, a person is money as well, because you need to feed them. Give them some quality of life and well-being. What are you? Intense drought. Okay, well there goes my science I was really excited to have. 1, 2, 3. We did get a free person for doing that. It didn't cost us $1 to generate them. So maybe that is a sign to actually come here after all and get that renewable. And again, I don't want to run that emission much longer, but it is what it is. If I have a science, and I will in the next 60 seconds, we could get the ecosystem started, but here we go. Ooh, it didn't quite trigger it. And again, I want to move this off so that it's not generating as many emissions, but look, I have to let it finish constructing the new card. Now look at that. Hydro, solar, wind, all interesting. But we don't have enough room in the industry card anyway. I could toggle out different things like the fossil power as well. But you can get into a lot of trouble doing that. I might have to invest more people into industry. Yeah, I think still though, I really want more science. So emissions cleaning or research incentives are really screaming at me to get going here. Unfortunately, we're about to hit our next negative. tipping point. World has warmed by 0.5 to 1 degrees Celsius compared to the pre-industrials. More stuff. So heat waves, $4. But if I do this, I'll get science. If we don't do it, we'll lose tons of people and whatnot. So that's not too bad, all things considered. We should get $4 pretty easy. I just need to make sure I have enough for the person being created. We actually did get a science there too, which is nice. Again, we're going to be so low on the resources I care about. And I'd love to do more in this sector, but we really have to not let these, like if you just let your emissions go up, you'll get too many of these negative cards. And like $4 for 2 science doesn't sound that bad, but you need to have it on hand. And you also need to have enough money for the people and everything else, right? So it just gets a bit tricky. And with how fast this sector is procking, you know, I'm really hesitant to do anything that could add more emissions here. You know, 1 or 2 or whatnot is fine, but like this procs every 25 seconds, right? So even if I got a -2 here, it's only procking half the time compared to the 28 positive. So it's effectively like a -1. Again, just really hard to work around. And again, see there, if I had paid off the heat waves, I wouldn't have had enough money for the people in that 1 millisecond between things. So there we go. We're up to 3 science. We have 2 people. Idea incubator, that makes sense. Science incubator, that also makes sense. I think what's tricky about people is if you have too many of them, it costs a lot of economy to feed them, which is also a kind of interesting simulation. So maybe for now the idea incubator is the way to go. Again, we could also increase the size of that sector, but let's take the size that we can right now. So we have 3 science. If this can proc faster, this area, then maybe it will be okay. Again, pulling this one off just to, right, if it was just these 2 procking, then we would be making $1, and I think this goes to 0, right, if you take them off? Yeah. So literally this is 160 seconds, or it's 100 seconds. This is roughly I don't know how to actually articulate this. 1 every 160 seconds or 1 every 100 seconds means that this renewables is like not actually half as good, it's better, right? Because if this was to go off twice, it would go off in 300 seconds. Whereas this would not, like, would go off. There's a whole math. It doesn't matter. All that to say is basically you can take these 2 numbers, the 1 and the 7, and take an average and say, hey, look, that's an average of like 4-ish emissions per up arrow. It's not quite true because the up arrows are just an approximation. They're not like a mathematical, like one isn't equal to the other. But I'm just letting you know. So what's this? 25 seconds, 58 seconds. That's good. Science funding is moving along. For all I know, the idea incubator might have cards that work well with the science. Each round you get 0.6, 0.7, and 1.6. And again, 0.7 of that 1.6 goes to feeding people. So even though I have $1, it's about to disappear. So idea incubator, this one creates random cards. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Luck of the draw on where that could go. It could be really positive or really negative. This is really expensive, but I would love to do a withdrawal of emissions here. So did that give me $1? I don't know. Let's let the industry take a seat for a second. I'd love to get a negative emissions thing at least once before the next event. Now I basically need to get to $4 instead of $3. But again, we just don't want to hit this next negative card too quickly. Toggling it off, watching this get really close, and just lowering the average emission per dollar. Again, I have $3, which is what I need for the card I want, but I cannot buy it because they need it to feed people. And that's okay. Now, the next time this procs, though, I'm worried that it might be enough for that card. We also did get to 2 people, though. So we could do the idea incubator. Again, I'm really nervous about that because I don't want to get too many people too fast. Decarbonization laws at least comes with a -1, but the -1 really doesn't matter right now. I think we save our people for growing the industry and leaning it into things that are just cleaner. We have so much science, right? But we don't have much money. And how much is it to go into gas? 3 and 2? We're about to... Right, we're about to hit this card if I don't invest. We're so close to it. So we have to do this. I don't know. Removing 30, does that happen right away? No, it happens when it gets created. So I don't know how long it'll take to create this. 67 seconds. Yeah, we're going to hit the next card, unfortunately. Hopefully it takes science to resolve or people, because this is going to be a full 28 hit on the emission scale. And we're just about to get that negative to remove it, but 70%, more than 70% of the coral reefs are dead. Acidified seawater, it means harsh decline of biodiversity. Western Antarctic glacier permafrost begins to melt and release methane. Okay, well this takes $3 and gives and for science. We actually have the science to do this. It's just a matter of having enough money. Now the first money needs to go into people, unfortunately, but that's kind of fine. That's kind of fine. We just need to get the money going then. Again, it's really stifling my ability to grow the industry, and we're getting a lot of money card. Oh. Each round -$1. If you don't pay, you get another negative from Wave of Protectionism. We're going to have to send our 2 people to deal with that. At least we have the resources on hand. And there is a round counter as well that takes the averages of what you're doing, 46 emissions per round. Because in the time it takes to do a round, we're actually completing more than 1 industry cycle, which is a bit messy. And we pull you off, we put you on. I really want to grow this sector and add in that gas. I think it's really going to do a lot for us. I have the extra science. The problem, and maybe I should start, I'm going to pull off social change and slow down how fast we are getting people. I need to get this card quick, right? 48 seconds. I'm actually going to eat a bunch of emissions and just leave in the 20th century card here. Because look, this is about to proc. And then we have to look, right? This is going to go off. You're in 31 seconds. You're in 25 seconds. Yeah, we needed every bit of that we could get. Thankfully, we are getting this -2 from this sector. And oh wow, another -2 carbon capture, only using science. So we would have to grow the science sector for that. We actually could. The problem is just that I need a lot of science up here as well. So I could grow the sector, but then I wouldn't have enough science left for this. But I will need to grow the sector for here anyway. Again, though, we need to just, this is about to happen. We have to prevent the coral die-off with a lot of money and a lot of science. I need to pull off societal change so I don't get more people that I can't feed. It's blinking. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Artificial corals. Nice. And then 1, 2. Increase the size of this sector. Not bad. Is this artificial corals? No, it's an end tech. So I think that certain colors, like this one here, the gas power plant, doesn't go anywhere else. That's the end of the stream for it, which is fine. It just is what it is, right? But artificial carbon capture is corals are almost better because it increases how often this is going to proc, right? -3 every 34 seconds is meaningful to us right now. It's probably the strongest run I've ever had. All of our events have asked me for things that we had, and I even scuffed it with an early population growth that I wasn't ready for. So we pull you off. We pull this one off. Now, 20th century has like a lot more, let's call it HP, we'll call it, because I let it sit off for a little while. So we can afford to just not run the super bad industry and limit how negative things get. And this science sector is doing so good. I love it. Now, what do you want? You're going to give me a green card if I can fund you. I just don't have the money. Like, my industry sector is so bad. How fast is this? 36 seconds. Wildfire deforestation. Every 36 seconds, we're getting 10 extra emissions. So this is when we want to run the industry, even though industry is bad. None of these help with... none of the science stuff, by the way, helps with... making money. Money is just ecosystems in industry. So even though I could get this procking faster, I kind of just need to eat it for a second. Now, this does take a science, but in the time it takes us to get that science, this could be running the whole time. So let's do that. I'm watching societal change. I like that we have it for our population growth. It just hurts that... those population cost people. Oil rig explosion. Oh, and that costs science that I don't have because I did the emissions cleaning. Oil rig explosion is going to be 40. Oh, God. 3 science. How long do I have? 90 seconds? I could almost do that. It'll delay the wildfire restoration bit. And again, the people, like, stop making people. Please. I can't afford them. They want to eat food, and I don't have food for them. So this is, I was saying things were going well, and now what happens. Things get a little out of control. Carbon capture, though, that feels all right. Carbon storage removes 80. Costs a lot of science, though. Yeah, okay. What does this cost? 1 and 3. This costs 3 and 1. Yeah, this is absolutely killing us. I want the card it gives, but we are ever struggling here. 3. I'm gonna need that money, I think, for the next person. Thankfully, this -5 every 30 something seconds is nice. 40 emissions per round right now, probably because of these big negatives. This is coming, though. This is coming. This is coming. So, a money, a person, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, wait. That's kind of tricky, though. Because look at this. It's getting us room that we need down here. Now, this actually slows down how fast the industry procs, which isn't that bad for us because I don't want it procking too much. It's also a good time to pull off 20th century industry. The problem is I need a little bit of money for you, and now I need a lot of money for this. Oh, God. And this is going to create a new problem. So I kind of need to keep running the bad industry. God damn. That is painful. That is painful. We just need it, right? And again, I want to take social change out because it's eating the money I just don't have. This procs way too many times. Oh, I almost went too far. 29 seconds, 59 seconds. One, 2, 3. All right, mass forestation. Nice. This is an extra source of income. It's going to proc very infrequently, but if we can invest a lot in ecosystems, it can give you a lot of carbon reduction. So there is value in it, certainly. I wonder if lifestyle changes would have been great just to slow down the people creation, which would slow down our drain on the economy. I didn't realize that getting less people would be so good. It just costs money, and I just don't have money. The whole reason I want to have less people is so I don't have as much money. We have to, again, and even here, I could take off this emissions card, but we needed to fix the rising levels. Oh, God. The rising ocean levels. Just don't have the money for everything. Now, some of this stuff costs more people in science. So here, for instance, renewables, I could build another one. Or I could go to renewables and look at these. But the first round of renewables from the base tech is actually not too bad. And I have a lot of science and stuff. This costs 3 science to remove those. So the question is, in 31 seconds, I generate a science. I'm certainly not going to generate 3 more science before this triggers. But it will keep triggering, and it's going to keep doing things. And this is about to happen. Yeah, I can't invest right now. Hopefully whatever problem they give me can be dealt with just throwing people at the problem. Because, yeah, what are we generating? A lot of science. The emissions have come down. So, yeah, so here we go. Again, can we just stop making more people? Please, please, please. $2. Unfortunately, did one of these... Oh, no. Science doesn't cost money to make, right? People consumes this resource. Yeah, yeah. Again, we're just making so many people. They're taking all my money. I don't know what... When you let cards blow up, they almost always come with a negative in hardcore mode. So I just cannot afford to stop. And here, I can't afford to stop printing the dollars. I hate that this is coming right next tipping point at 720, but thankfully these -5s are almost happening as often as the +24. Again, $2. Can I just pull you off again? I don't know that I'll have an extra $1 in time for this person, but I'd rather not eat this penalty. And sometimes with starvation you can put more people on the problem. We got pretty lucky with that early on. What is this? Coastal barriers. It does have positive emissions, unfortunately. It will make it go off faster. Growing the sector now is a little bit more expensive. Again, societal change. We're pulling you out just to make sure we have enough money to accept new people. We're about to have our new disaster, and we just triggered this. Okay. Each round -1, and if you don't pay, you lose 2. I don't like that. And oh man, we're about to get a person, and it's gonna lead to starvation. It's gonna have to happen, unfortunately. Okay, people starving. Okay, that is at least just 2 people. That doesn't hurt our economy too badly. Intense drought, we're gonna get more people back for that anyway. So that was fine. That just let us burn off a little bit of our excess people resources. Okay, the world has warmed 2 degrees. I didn't read all that, but... Oh god, food conflicts. If you don't pay, bad things. Oh my god, 7 money. I can't invest in my economy because everything's so bad. At least this is just science. Oh my god. And I will be able to pay the 2 people per round. Right? Each round -2 people. But I think that this card, right, it's recurring perhaps, and it might even spawn more bad stuff. I just don't know how to get to $7. Again, I want to pull this off, but this makes money too slowly, and this makes people too fast. If I have excess science and people, I can at least buy more renewables, the 1-1. So there's a chance. And this extra $1 is going to come in so clutch from mass forestation. I mean, even doing this would be incredible, right? But we just need the money. We need to get to 7. I don't know how many more bad cards this will spawn or whatever, but the fact that, like, I think it will keep spawning more disasters. Oh, God, greenwashing. at least climate change denial. We can put our human resources on that. And we have 2 science. We don't need science up here. So 2 and 2 makes sense. 3 money is not a lot of money. Also, incubator makes sense for making more people, but I don't want more people. This makes sense in some ways. Oh, I mean, $7, man. I don't know what you were thinking I could do with that. At least we have more renewables. And again, we could even grab more renewables if needed. Yeah, I just ate the people. But did it spawn something? No. Now, greenwashing is almost worse. I just don't know when this, if you don't pay, happens. Like, maybe I can get rid of this one. And, like, this definitely triggered. Okay, it's its own trigger. That's the each round. Okay. Did it really just give me local conflicts again? Oh my god, I need money. Okay, I guess we can do one more. Oh no, it's costing 3 now. Okay. I mean, it just makes it more and more expensive. It's a great card. But that's why they kind of incentivize you to go into something else. I need $7 and 3 for this, local conflicts. And I need money for the growing economy up here. It's getting nasty. I mean, this bar doesn't look that bad. It's just like 35 emissions. This is about to give us 10 extra. Like, that is like, you know, per round. It just does a lot. Every 39 seconds, it's like having 50% more industrial emissions. We can pull this off for a bit, though, make less people. I'm okay with the conflicts eating up a couple units. It doesn't say we lose if we can't pay. It's just meant to hurt our economy from growing. All of this looks fine. We're going to do this after all. Okay. And I need to have enough money for the next person. So even though I have the $3 for this, I just can't spend it because this person's about to be born. And I don't know what happens if I don't have enough people to lose in the food conflicts. Unfortunately, losing 2 people is like losing $2 per round, right? Because I have to build those people, and those people cost $1 to feed, right? You can think about it that way. But at least that gives me the people back. $3 gives me 2 people back, and then the emissions stop happening. So I don't know how often, how many rounds happen before they give us a bad event. Thankfully, we're going to get an extra $1 from our mass reforestation. I love that it's just bailing us out when we need it most. How much are you? 2 and 2. We could make more room for science. Carbon storage, though, costs a lot of dollars that I don't have right now. So I think we let the economy just run here. We are slowly coming in on our next tipping point, but until we solve the food conflicts, like, we're just losing too much human resources that cost money to feed every round. Like, there's just no way. So we're going to let it tick. $7 is massive, like insanity. Thankfully, we have -3 coming from science, but because of our coastal barriers that we got earlier, science is not -5, it's only -3, and that only saved it a couple seconds per round, right? So at least we're getting more aggregate science. We're probably still net negative on emissions. I mean, we certainly are net negative. It's literally a -3, but I don't know that we lost that many emissions. What's this? The last elephants. And again, it's just like you have to do this or you run into big problems because it'll spawn more negative effects. So again, we're back to saving money. We have people in science. If I could expand my industry, I could build even more. And this is kind of insane at this point, but I could buy even more renewables. It's 5 and 5. But like, you know, we just don't. People is the one resource we have. People in science. I think I can spend some in Nature Conservancy here in the ecosystems if I could just get it online. Even though this will slow us down, it will give us -10 emissions. Let's see, is there something that's people-centric here? Yeah. So local solutions. There we go. That just gives us an outlet for the people. And this already has a -3 from mass forestation. So if we could just get this to trigger, be great. After trigger expired, lose industry or something. Like, ugh. Let's pull off the social changes. We're still going to get this person, but... Whoa, what's going on here? Oh, all of these renewables will get destroyed by the disinformation. Okay. Let's make sure that does not happen, or we are just crippled this game. We're gonna lose more people here in a second, but it is what it is. We did get a couple dollars just now, so good. Food conflicts is killing a lot of people, and while we work very slowly to solve that, we are closing in on the next tipping point, which is going to be another card that is very negative, I'm sure. We could slow down the emission gain by doing that. We could slow down the people gain by doing this and just really letting things slow tick for a second. It means the food conflicts is going to be a bigger part of what happens over time. But a few rounds of only generating 6 emissions with some -3s to back it up, I think is worthwhile. It just stops us from hitting this tipping point a little bit. Last elephants again? Brother, I just don't have the cash. Both of these are going to proc, and I'll have $3 in the bank. And then food conflicts is going to keep just killing people. How much for ecosystems to grow? People and money, of course. Always, right? And then we're going to keep toggling these. Okay, we're up to $3. We should have our next dollar before the next person's ready. So the elephants are saved again. We're out of money. We're losing people very quickly. Those people cost money to feed, so it's draining our economy. And now the Amazon forest collapses. And the Gulf Stream is dying out. The chaos of war is happening. 5 and 7. That's actually kind of doable, though. If it wasn't for food conflicts, we might even be there already. This is an insanely good event because it doesn't cost us money. If we had another one that costed money, we'd be so screwed. Instead, we're actually going to get a positive green card from this, which is a bit negative in a way too, because I need money to grow the green economy, but $1 to make a permanent improvement that I want to make is totally fine. So there we go. -1. It doesn't, like mass forestation, it doesn't help us in that way, but for a tipping point that we hit, you know, that's not bad. And it gave us a huge negative on the emissions. So we actually saved ourselves quite a bit of pain and suffering just now. And now this, again, -4 here, -3 here, it's kind of adding up in a positive way. Let's keep pulling these 2 cards off. We don't want that many people. We don't want so much 20th century industry. I am feeling so optimistic. I've never come close. In my previous runs, the events that happened just stacked negatives that I could never deal with. I didn't hold enough bank between terms. I was too aggressive in reinvesting in our future. This is like, maybe people don't realize how many hours I put into making this run happen in the past, but I am losing it. We are on hardcore mode. It does say it up there. We are just min-maxing as much as we can, and we're looking to RNGesus to save us. We have a lot of time before our next tipping point. There are random events that can happen. But we're keeping it together. I don't know what happens if you get the -2 and you don't have them. Maybe it's free. Maybe they take money. Maybe you just lose on the spot. We've always been able to pay it, so it's fine. Oh, man, this is crazy. Also, what's this? Money, people, money. These ones remove some emissions. I mean, this is going to trigger again, but it's not so bad. What is this? Private geoengineering. This is like a positive event. If you could afford it, you could get a huge boost to your emissions reduction. I don't know that I've ever seen a positive event like this. Minus 250 emissions. I mean, that is a good card. Even just using our emission sector, not considering the negatives from ecosystem and science, $10 costs 260 emissions, right? Even without pulling off the thing. So that's like an incredible value. The problem is that first we need to get rid of food conflicts. We just have to, or we'll be stun locked for the rest of the game. I'm just watching this. Okay, one sec. Greenland is on fire. Okay, well, one thing first. You are solved. And I actually have a great science sector, so I always have science on hand. It's like, this is insanely positive for us. How fast we get the resources, the fact that it's net negative is insanely good. We're going to come over here and slow these two sectors down. And then we want to speed up our ecosystems. Probably. There's a lot of really cool cards in this game, by the way, like space sectors and other things. Like, there's lots of stuff. We're just playing the boring humanity way, in that you need to just work really hard to make tiny little gains, and the best thing you can do for your economy is not run a traditional industry. So again, we're just gonna, as many times as we can, pull those cards off, lower how fast we get to the next tipping point. If I could get to $5 for private engineering, I don't even know that I would do it. I mean, I should. It's huge. It's a fifth of our emissions all game. So maybe we even run the economy negatively here for a couple rounds, and just let it come. I don't know that we can even get to $5. On average, we're making like $1.50 per round, because you have to subtract the people production. And we basically have to get to 6 people, or $6, in case a person is created in the window. But there you go, money here. This is it's gonna be close, actually. It's gonna be pretty close, and then that might save. We might still get hit by like a random event, but we're not gonna get a tipping point event, which are typically very negative. We just got really lucky with the Amazon one. So again, I'm worried about this person being created before that dollar, so we have to let the person get created first, pay them, not have starvation, and then boop, we make $1, and then boop, huge negative. Oh my god, holy, we might actually have a chance. This is crazy. I think next up is actually the industry sector. I've been looking to expand the industry sector for some time. Oh god. After expired minus $5, but solve it, and you get 2 of the 3 people back. Just do it. Just get that out of there. Great random event for us, by the way. Again, anything that uses science or people, I'm going to be happy with. Science is obviously preferred, but a little bit of people, whatever, man. That's what we're paying for. We're bringing society together here. So I can grow this sector now. And the thing I'm scared of is I'd love to blow up this, but maybe nuclear energy is the way. What is this? Oh my god. Melting Arctic life. We can get there though. We can absolutely get there. 3 and 5. We have so much science. What does it say we're doing? 41 emissions per round, because this is ticking like 3 times. Yeah, okay. Still, the ecosystems is really coming in clutch here too. Maybe you just invest in the ecosystem. I mean, I just made room. These ones here are kind of cheap for wind energy, 2 and 1. This one here is up 2 for 3 and 1. It just, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, I could wait to solve that, but I'd rather just solve it now while everything's kind of flatlined and good. I don't want to overcommit my resources into like a project and then have something negative come up. We know that we need a little bit of banked resources. So yeah, 2 things that are pulling at me. Random card here. Lifestyle changes to slow down how fast we're making people. That might actually be the big one, because I am investing into people too much. Especially if you consider the fact that we lost 10 of these resources from those food conflicts. So let's, again, slow this down. Slow that down. Let the money tick in. Again, the people need to eat it. But that's fine. The emissions, this whole dollar that's being made is actually going to be a genuine 6 emissions thing. Great pollution regulation, by the way. People see the down arrow and they think it's bad, but the -4 is literally offsetting like half of this economy. Again, of course, industry of the 20th century is such a negative card that it's pain. But there you go. So now we're at $3. Nature conservation removes 50 emissions. That's huge. But I think we wanted local ideas, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2. And then here, we're looking at 2 and 1. Or even a gas power plant would be okay. And then again, 3 over here is the other big one. So that's going to take some time, and we're going to have to react to whatever card. Oh, mangrove planting. Very good. So they are going to let us know ahead of time what the card is. And here, societal change. Maybe it's okay for you to run if I am going to be investing in lifestyle changes here in a second. We are closing in on that point again, unfortunately, but that's okay. Again, there's a lot of cards that you can kind of go down the path of and find yourself in very interesting builds, but we're just doing like the hard mode where you have to do the most basic things that give you immediate benefit for pulling down the emissions. Even agroecology here looks really good. Just because it has a straight -10. It's not that great, but I mean, it is what it is. This removes 50. So maybe natural restoration is the next one to focus on. Again, we have a person coming in soon, so... there's the -2. Ooh, what's this? Circular economy. Yeah. Loss and damages aid. Voluntary frugality. This actually uses people resources, but it really slows it down. So I need to accept that I won't have very many people if I do that. And like, I still need people. So perhaps we take this, the -50. That might buy us some more time to run our economy over here. I did expand it, and I didn't use it, which is a sin in this game. You should really use what you invest in. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this maybe works. Maybe circular economy is just safer, though, because it's still a minus, and it has a little positive. This takes 1 and 1 to grow. You know what? Yeah, I guess you never know. You might get an event that needs lots of people, and we've been people focused earlier. None of this is, and this is a dead end. This might lead to somewhere scientific. So let's take that. You're about to finish something nice. The money's coming in. We could still, oh, we should pull off the industry card for some time here. Take that out of the equation. That'll really slow things down. And it'll get us more ticks of the other categories, which are all net negative, right? So, whoa, 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 whoa. All right. 1, 2, 3. Windless dark winter. Geothermal wells. Yo. That's just straight positive, no negative. And then widespread cancer. Oh, man, that's painful. Now, we are still generating people. So we need to get that money. We need to let people grow their quality of life. Now 4, we can get that on the next money tick. Oh God, we're still generating a lot of emissions. We have invested in our economy in so many ways though, that like, I don't know, I'm getting so hopeful, but. Another negative? Okay, this time though, 2 people and 4 science, and we get the 2 people back. Do it like, see, this is what I mean. Having a huge science sector has been like so goated for us. And it's net negative again, so maybe I should even be doing more here. I could get like another capture if I did a 2 and 2. And it just costs me science. Maybe I should have done this forever ago. It's a dead end tech, so it might not be always worth it. Decentralized economy removes 40. 4 and 4 is a bit pricey. I did want to go with some wind. I could also go with some solar. I still like the gas because the wind is now going to be more expensive. Right now it's 3 and 2. So this is now 3 and 2, but you get 2 up. It's just more space efficient because growing the sector gets more and more expensive as well. I'll pull you off. I love these cards that we ended up getting. Okay, fringe research. We have extra science, man. We'll take -90. Huge positive event. Oh my god. And again, a lot of negative comes from the 20th century card being burned. I don't know how much we need in each category, like 10, 10, 10, but like anything less and I would be afraid. 3 and 2 for home wind farms. Okay, okay. I have people in science pretty readily here. That's huge. Okay, okay. And again, we're making $3 for 53 emissions, 1.5 science, 0.5 people. We could run in the incubator since we have some room. I probably need to grow more people. It is net negative now, at least. Oh, what is this? 3 science. We can get 3 science in the time it takes before this cracks. We should hold on to some resources, I think, for a minute. Or expand the ecosystems. It's hard to say. Maybe we can build up enough that the 20th century is doable. I just don't remember if you need $10 after the negative event, or if you need like $14, like, and your economy is a lot weaker once the card is deleted, right? So it's like all or nothing. And if you don't remember how negative burning the card is, you run into big doo-doo. But I really want to take it offline. And it's like, do you take it offline or do you try and invent your way out of it? I mean, we have a lot of money. We have decent people. Maybe we can. Maybe we can take it offline. It means we're giving up on nuclear energy, but honestly, it's been so expensive and scientific to get that going. All right, what are these? What are these? All right, 1, 2, 3 for you. Okay, I guess we're not doing that because we need so much science for all these cards. So what are non-science solutions? Right, this is money and whatnot, so we could come here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ooh, removes 10, removes 50. World Climate Fund. Removes 40 and continues to remove. Yeah, let's do some natural reforestation and then big investment here. Right, how much How much does this need? $3. We should be able to make $3. What does this one say? It's like a star. Maybe there's a win condition at the end of it. I think that's what it might be. A way to win. I think there's a whole bunch of interesting ways to win. Like, one of them might even be leaving the planet. Like, classic sci-fi stuff, right? And I guess circular economy also has potentially an out for you there. Man, do I ever want to destroy 20th century? Arctic ice should be doable. Agroecology. I can't afford the science that would go into that. What about over here? Are there solutions that are not science-based? No, everything in science costs more science. So that's why investing in it early, building up like an infinitely stacking resource for free with a positive was just so goated for us. This also gives you 2 science back. I probably could have focused it in a way that I didn't think to. Now I want to grow my my people economy. I feel like we're slow on the people side. I also want to reduce my emissions over here, but one step at a time, right? $3? I mean, we have $3. Our economy is extremely strong, which is why I think I can do like a loss in damages, another -3, and this will trigger faster, which will hurt our money situation, but it will offset the fact that I have a couple big negatives. And if I do end up with too many people again, I know I can come back to lifestyle changes and get a big thing. Okay, tipping point. Okay, world by 3 degrees. Large swathes of land are turning into deserts. Too hot, damp for humans to survive. Moved into the north. There's not enough resources. Okay, all wildlife extinction. Okay, well, no, that's bad. Okay. That would be not bueno. Let's make a ton of money and science and not lose. So we have to create emissions, unfortunately, to get the money to do that. And again, I could have saved the money. I literally just bought a car that cost me $6. Thankfully, 300 seconds is quite a bit of time. What is this? Biodiversity credits. -3. This one removes 70. 30 by 30. Both of them are pretty expensive. This one continues to go somewhere, though. Oh, industry. Biodiversity credits. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Protected landscapes gives you a card for a different sector. And -3 in this sector that procs every 15 seconds would be incredible. It's the most impactful, right? -3 here is the same as -9 here. That would be the whole benefit of ecosystems because it only happens 1/3 of the time. Anyway, we have to save our money and save all life from going extinct first, unfortunately. I think we're on track. We're about to get to 5 science. What is this? Lack of coffee? We lose money each round, which is just not doable. Which means we have to come over here and think about, is there a way for us to get more science without science? And the answer, once again, is no. So now I don't know how we're going to get to this. Maybe I could have ate that money penalty for some time. There is money and people for these things. But yeah, these just... Oh, this one only costs people. So we can buy another science incubator. That'll accelerate the science procs without costing science. Because yeah, we have to get up to 8. And that should still be fine. But if more negative events come up, we might just have to eat whatever negative thing happens. But we can't, see? Look, we can't because this is going to eat 5 science. It costs 4 to mitigate it. Okay. Maybe we're gonna see. This is what I was talking about earlier in terms of if you get too many events in a row that ask for the same thing, you kind of just die. There might be a way to just not have, but that was gonna proc before this. Okay, so can we get like in 25 seconds? We can have that happen like 7 times. That's not enough times. We need 8. So, and that was I couldn't ignore that one, okay? So I need to build another science incubator, even if it costs me 5. I don't have 5. Crazy. Okay, 22 seconds. That might be doable. I don't know how long it takes to create a card. Okay, please no. Oh my god. At least it's just money. At least it's just money. We have a lot of money. Okay. 5 people is super expensive, but we just have to do it. Or we lose. Or we lose, right? We gotta do it or we lose. Come on. People. I've never been this rich in the game, which is a sign that I need to take off 20th century industry. Like, this is an insane amount of wealth. Insane amount. We do not, like, even when I take it out, I'm gonna get 23 seconds. That's insane. Emissions per round is net negative. It's net negative right now. But this is about to proc and kill us. We're about to lose on a mountain of dollars. There's just no way. Come on, how fast is this gonna make it go? 19 seconds. Okay. 19 seconds. Is there enough time left for 3 procs? Two more procs in 55 seconds, and then we still have all these other negative things happen. But like, that's fine. Dark Winter. I would love to get whatever industry card you're offering me, but I need. I mean, look at this -5, man. Every 19 seconds. That's almost as fast as the industry sector. But the industry sector, I mean, again, I wish I knew what it needed when I burnt it. There isn't a... Okay, food chain disruption. I think that came because we didn't solve the nitrogen runoff. Uh-oh. And this won't lead to our death right away, but it'll lead to a death card. But there we go. And $10. I actually forgot about the $10. Unfortunately. Okay. Only 3 for this, but we're not going to have that. That's going to cost only $6 more. 6 and 6 is a bit nasty. Thankfully, we did get loss aid. Idea incubator. Decarb laws. I need something that only costs like money. Because we need to get to 6. How many seconds? We should be able to just barely get there. Again, though, these emissions are so high. Look at this, though. 20 emissions on this one card. If only I could get rid of it. And maybe I can, but I just don't know if I need lots of... I bet you I need people in science as well as a ton of money. And I have money, which is crazy. I'd never have money in this game. And this is going to cost me 6 of it, apparently. And it's going to give me another negative card. Ooh, but this negative card is actually a positive card. Okay. Well, don't mind if I do. So societal change, again, all these take people, except for lifestyle changes, which is a negative on the production overall. This is 9 money. I guess I could make another loss and damage aid. I still need $6 to proc this. But I'm feeling pretty good about making $6. I mean, don't get me wrong. Every dollar I make also has to pay for a people. But industry alone makes $3 for every so many people. I mean, look at this. This is crazy sauce. Though another tipping point is coming. Of course it is. Oh my god. We actually have so much science production. We might meet the 7 we need here. but I probably should just keep it for the tipping point. Well, actually, this would buy us more time before the tipping point. So, yeah. Let's take off 20th century industry. Just let it sit. Just let it cool for a second. 6 and 6. We do this and this, and we have $1 left over for the person that's about to be spawned. Okay, okay. Emissions aren't so bad. Again, we're really close on this negative event. If I can just... Oh, what is the solar storm? Oh, gosh darn it. It's another negative science thing. Oh, how long? 4 seconds? Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to miss the boat on that one. But yeah, 4 science onto this. So bad. Concrete goes second. Alright, dead oceans. World's super hot, uninhabitable. Rainforests became deserts. Mega droughts abound. Formerly temperate climates. Agriculture is bad. Dead oceans. 12 and 12, or you lose. Thankfully, I can hit that. But again, we're going to get to a loss condition at this rate. Like, we're not doing super hot here. This might be nice. It removes 10 emissions. And it potentially runs to like a thing. Concrete recycling. Again, I'd like to do that, but I need to do the 12 and 12 first. And I'm not really willing to deviate on that. Emissions can come off. Again, if only I knew what this needed, we could take it off. I could take a shot, but I think if I don't have the resources, we could get them pretty quick. Don't get me wrong, our economy is strong even without it. I'm just so worried that it will cost people that we don't have. And this, right, is like 12 and 12. It could be on that same scale, is what I'm worried about. So let's let these things build up. The natural forestation is a nice little investment that we're getting. The people are coming in. The ecosystems is making money. Again, it's only 1/3 of the money that the industry is making, but overall, I think that good steps are happening. Ecocentrism, okay, sure. Again, the oceans, we're just waiting for the science. I mean, the money, we're waiting on the money as well, but the money's a little further along, so I can slow it down by taking off the 20th century industry. Right, if I could just continue like this, look at this, minus 12 is where we would be. But because I have to put it back on, we go back up to 49 because it procs so many times per round. Right, 15 seconds is just too fast. Now this one here, putting a -3, is something that we probably should be considering really near term. I talked about it earlier being good, how it goes into the industry sector being interesting. It's just a matter of getting it done. And it's crazy that we are using so many tier 1 cards, right? Like 3 renewables, multiple loss aids, 3 incubators in the science sector. Like, we're just really using low-tech solutions to eat up all our slots because we can't afford to go down the path of cool. But yeah, this is what I want next, for sure. Which means we need 6, was it? 6 and 4, and we also need 3 and 3. So I need like $9 and 7 people, but we actually have the 7 people. I'm glad that the people are at least net negative as well. Let's pull this off for a second. Again, just give us another bit of time. This is also giving our science a chance to catch up. What is this? Never mind. Science is negative. If we do this, it's going to give us a card for the industry. Windless Dark Winter. I think that's the geothermal wells, right? Insanely good. Insanely good. Unfortunately, because there's so much positive emissions in this sector, you know, maybe I can take out 20th century industry. Maybe I have been... No, first let's do this. We talked about it. I said it's high priority. I should do it. When it's being built, we can take out the 20th century industry. Like, and then we basically coast our way into a winning of a game, right? Right? We just coast. Let our science build up for a second in case we need it. That'll give a chance for people to build up. And it also means... No, not you yet. We had to feed a person. Yeah, there's a chance. There's a chance. I mean, maybe you just want to slow this industry down way. All the way, but you could make the bio industry like the powerhouse of the cell. I just don't know. I'm trying here. Oh, what is this? Another green card, or it leads to death, and another green card, or it leads to death. Okay, well I guess we're going the green sector. Okay, 5 and then 4, so it's 9 total. Green sector takes 3. I don't quite have enough to do all these things. I need another person. But there you go. So that is enough for 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Actually, I didn't have to do it right away, but anyway, I could have bought the first card and then let the people come, but that's fine. Another protected landscapes card, fine. And then kelp forest breakdown. I forget what that is. Is that mangroves that we're gonna get? Slow down our money production because we have lots of money. Let our people catch up. And our science catch up. And we're running out of time. We're really running out of time here. Holy. This run has gone so incredible, and we're still just constantly ride or die on the end. Holy. I'm just terrified. Just stop using this industry. Just do as much as you can to not use this industry without incurring the penalty of actually turning it off. Yeah. We're gonna get you. We're gonna have just enough. Look at this. We get the 5th science. We solve this before the negative happens, which you know would be really expensive to fix, and we get the benefit of a green card. New card found. Actually, I guess I've never had kelp plantations. There you go. Holy. Okay, so I still think we want the biodiversity credits. Minus 30 emissions up front, and then this minus 3 is going to trigger so many times. In fact, I'd like to build that card twice, because really what it's going to do is once we pull this out, right, minus 3 brings it to 5. Oh, there's a lot of chance there. Actually, I probably can't build it twice because the cost is going to go way up after building it the first time. Is there anything else? Like, this has a minus 40 emissions. The green one has a minus 70. This is minus 50 if we just have lots of money. And we do have decent money. Like, a ton of money, quite frankly. But again, that money is covered in carbon. Atmospheric carbon too high. Holy. I can't believe we actually had a starvation proc early in the game, too. And it was okay. Like, that blows me away. Because I could have just not bought the societal change and been a little bit slower. So we're ready, right? Oh no, one second. There we go. Literally 0.1 second. Boom. It's gonna take some time to make, and a second one would be 9 and 6. That's pretty expensive. At that point, we just get rid of the 20th century industry. I'm gonna put it on pause. I think it costs people too, so we probably need a bank of people before I can burn it. But yeah, even this is actually at 31 seconds from minus 11. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. We're making 1 person per cycle, which is underwhelming. We gotta get rid of this frickin' 20th century industry though, man. It's killing us. It's like we're closing in on the end of our emissions track so badly. Thank God science is so cool. Science is the coolest guy. Look at that robot working hard. Way better than these runners and hippies. Come on. Oh, what? What is this? 3 events? 3 and 5. But we get 2 of the science back. Sure. Invasive weeds. Get a new green card. 7 and 9. Ugh. And this is 6 and 6. So we have to put our people into that. We should have enough money for both, though. And invasive weeds are going to kill all 4 of these cards. Okay. Great. Food chain disruptions, also pretty nasty. I don't know, 165 seconds is quite a bit of time, though. But still, this is going to take 120 seconds to trigger 3 times. So it's just a bit nasty. We need 2 more science, so 40 seconds coming. What's the new card? Actually, I don't think I've ever built diversity credits. That's huge. And again, I want to kill this industry card, but now I have invasive weeds and supply chain disruptions, and we're closing in on the next breakpoint, man. Oh my god. And this is my high watermark, right? Where you keep pushing it back down. So you come out. Stop pushing this up. Go back away. No. Which one? This one? 9. Okay. New green card, please. Not developing the ways I want it to, but it is what it is. Ecocentrism? That gave us the next card on the chain to a win condition, I guess. And look at this. 8 and 8. Okay. Can we get to 6 people? It's a lot. We should be able to get there, though. And our science is going to recover while we do. Our money is banking up pretty decently here. The -3, I think, makes a big difference. We need to get rid of even fossil power. I'm not sure what the negative with fossil power is. I don't think it's as severe as 20th century industry. But, oh god, what is this? Okay, just take science. It gives us a new pink card, and we do have room for it. I think it's another geothermal well, though, and I actually don't want those, but -6 money is also not great. So sure. There you go. Geothermal wells. So many of them. All of the wells, all of the geothermal. And this is going to give me 3 people back at least. Ugh, I mean, I really want to destroy 20th century industry. We're so close. I think I have to just go for it. I'm going to let it burn off here. Maybe I need another couple sciences. I don't know. How close are we? We're so close, man. To like hitting the last tipping point here. And if we hit the tipping point, we are so screwed. We just need to trust the process, right? I don't know. Okay. Crumbling infrastructure. -10, -10, and a ton of negatives. We need 5 science, which shouldn't be too bad. 250 seconds, 5 money, not too bad. Crumbling infrastructure costs 6, and each round, which is 180, it gives you this. It also kills you. And this one, if you don't pay, could give you more negatives. So yeah, so these are really nasty. It's only like 5 or 6 across the board, so we do have a lot of money. But look at this, that's like really cool, actually. Is there something that I can do with the money? No, they're all very expensive in terms of other categories as well. I would like to invest a lot of money for something clean, but there's not something that's just pure money. So 6 is doable. I mean, this is okay. I mean, what does it say now? -24 emissions. We might be on track. Because I should get enough resources for this. As long as I don't get a big negative event at the same time, then we could be there. This gives me an orange card. The orange card might It actually, yeah, helps us get more people. Energy efficient cities because we reinvested in our crumbling infrastructure. Let's go. Every 30 seconds we get a person and -9. Rogue AI. Oh my god. And garbage landslides. Okay. Rogue AI is going to kill all of our science funding and incubators, and then we're in a really bad way. I don't know how we're going to get 12 science. I mean, I guess they give us 300 seconds to figure it out. But it also costs 6 people, which is a bit yikes. And again, if you spend all your time mitigating disasters, then you kind of run into some bad places. But at least look at this. This is our high watermark for carbon, and we're finally, we used the whole track. Maybe I could have got rid of 20th century industry way sooner, and we would have just like stopped right at a high watermark here. But I didn't know what the card did. I just knew it was really painful, and I don't know if we got any of these other events just because we're high on the track or because we don't have our 20th century industry, but okay. This is too much science between these two cards. It's just too much. Like, how are we gonna deal with this? It's like 22 science. And all I want to build is more biodiversity credits because that would bring this down to like net neutral. But I guess the emissions are just coming straight up, down. Like, it's just working. We're getting lots of money. Emissions are -29 per turn. If we kill a bunch of these things, then maybe we can just go carbon storage and forget about it. It's just like, look at all the up arrows that we'll be losing. Because of a rogue AI. But I think that's just how it is, man. I'd love to solve it. And get another blue card. But yeah, I think I have to do garbage landslides. It's just, it needs it first, you know? I might be able to get the AI. I'm not sure. Natural engineers. Are those the beavers? I think those are beavers, yeah? Yeah, okay. That's great. I like that. Alright, getting to 6 people could be doable. It's actually quite tight. Right? It's 90 seconds from this point, so it works. And then 12 science is just not going to happen. So our whole science sector is going to get locked up. Oh my god. What is this? We can just do that. Regional climate collapse. Giving us what? Grove and pools. I mean, look at this though. Every 22 seconds, -14. That's pretty massive. That's kind of like what the science sector was for us early. Was a like way of getting negative. Now we're getting money. And our science sector hasn't really improved that much, but oh my god. Again, the rogue AI is going to kill it. It is just what it is. There's no way I can afford to go against this, so we need to just start work on a carbon storage, I guess. And by the time it finishes, the cards will all be dead. And we'll just have something new, and we can just build from that. And the only technology that exists is carbon storage. Oh my god, you're really gonna do this to me. Windless Dark Winter. I mean, look, I could lose $6. Like, it's not that bad, okay? It's really not that bad, but it just is what it is. Oh, look, you can rebuild it. Okay, so I can rebuild science funding? That's fine. That's fine. What's this? Carbon storage 2.0 removes 110. I mean, I don't even need that, but like, it's kind of crazy. I got my science spray back. Like, that's fine, bro. It's totally fine. Now, this costs 8 to make, so I'm definitely not doing that. But research centers, I can actually afford to invest in these for once. Still, no negative cards, please. I could get rid of the biofuel or the fossil fuel industry now. I don't know what that's going to do, but with 21 and 8, I think we're there. 4 and 4 lets us grow this out. And then I can bring that back, but I don't want to. Like, everything else is 1 and better, you know? So where's this card here? 9 and 6. Okay. Worth thinking about. Massive migration. Never mind. Nothing's worth thinking about. We just do this because that's what we need to do. Science funding into research centers, right? Did I fund research centers? No, I got spooked. And again, I should probably hold resources in reserve for these cards that are coming up, but I feel good about the amount of money I have on hand. And again, I have a couple different ways of going after the win. Right? Ecocentric one or economy ones. Again, the emissions are just coming down, so as long as we don't get like some insane loss condition that we can't afford to pay, we should be good. Even the renewables could be destroyed at this point, but let's, I mean, it's already net negative, so who cares? Net negative on all 4 categories. We actually are going to do it. This is crazy. I'll speed up the game. I don't like to click this when playing hardcore, but it just says geoengineering or advanced robots. Let's go down the geoengineering path because that's not, it costs more money than people. I don't know, maybe you just win if you get back to 0 after so many rounds. Alright, atmospheric aerosols. I mean, pretty sure they're not that great, but what is this? Meteorological models? Yeah, alright, well, let's just do it. We are reinvesting in science. That rogue AI made us reevaluate our priorities in life, and now we're just making it work. We can go after whatever win we want to go after. Space mirrors? That's expensive. 15 and 10. Maybe it's time to expand this sector and go for more people. I just don't have enough, it seems. Also, I guess... Ooh, what's this? No, 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 no. We don't like that. Aging demographics are no bueno. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. So, I mean, I guess we could also go down this scientific path. No, wait, people or money. We chose money. People, people, people. I mean, reflective sheets, but that's a dead end. Not that exciting. 15 and 35, though. We have so much science and stuff. It's crazy. So I guess biophilic approach is just a natural fit based on where we're rich. It's kind of fun doing all of them. Regrowth or donut economy. Circular economy, then donut economy. I mean, that's kind of funny. 10 and 15. Okay. Well, let's do... I mean, both these are people costing. Degrowth. I don't know that I like the theme of degrowth. We're going to go back to being caveman. Aging demographics. No, thank you. War on science. That is expensive. We're going to lose all of this stuff again. Oh my god. At least I can go for space mirrors anyway. Pretty negative. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Deadly weather. I mean, wait, I need science for this though. I think this will keep spawning negative cards, and I think this one can also keep spawning negative cards, so war on science is just going to be painful, but oh my god, aging demographics again. Nitrogen runoff. No, bro, what is happening here? I do not have enough people production. It's a good thing I just invested in people production, because otherwise we are screwed. Regenerative agriculture, though, that's cool. Kelp plantations, we've seen that. Aquaponics, too many people. Yeah, I mean, look, the emissions are just coming down. So maybe they'll just let us win the game without dealing with this. But yeah, hitting aging demographics 3 times in a row. Holy, massive migration, agricultural calamity, and aging demographics. I mean, are you seeing this? Are you seeing how painful the game can just be for no reason? There goes my science. Again, second time over. Again, I was going to go after this win condition, but then I got hit with all of these negatives. Do we have 5? We do. So this one at least gives you a rebate. So let's start with that one. This one has a death on it, so I'd rather not. This one just gives us science, or rather it gives us decarbonization, and we're already kind of, that's just happening for free. So, massive migration. Yeah, this aging demographics is going to cost me $6. Or is it, and it's going to go away? Is it going to cost me all 6 of my people? Can I hide the people on the card? I think it just killed them. Oh god, 4 science to not lose 5 science, okay. 10 and 15, man, what are we doing here? Oh, if you can't pay, you lose the $6. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. At least we have infinite money. So yeah, let's find a way to grow our people here. Decarbonization laws might work. I don't know that it's better or worse than anything else, but it's really cheap. Let's do that. And then once we get to 3, I mean, I guess we can look at the donut as well. 7 and 7. Oh my god. Alright. This gives us more people, though. Ecological disbalance. So, the donut, I don't want to do degrowth. It just feels wrong. Decentralized into donut. Transition from fossil fuels. Decentralized power grid. This is people sector as well. Carbon tax. Yeah, no, we already transitioned from fossil fuels, bro. You missed it. It happened over in the industry sector. Okay, what's this? Another geothermal well. This is just all geothermal wells. Literally a whole 2 rows, 6 of them. And then these ones. So we're living off renewables, wind, some government policy, and a ton of wells. That's great. You know, I actually have enough for these space mirrors. So, screw the people. Let's just do it. Let's go for a win. Our emissions are zeroed out. What is this? What is this? This is gonna kill my entire humanity. A super bacteria. This is like COVID 100. Come on, come on, come on, man. This has been going for so long. We are just fighting for our freaking life here. What is this? Regional collapse. No, no, no. You're fine, bro. Groves and pools. Bro, I want that, but this costs a lot to expand, no? You can't even expand it. It's only up a little bit. So I guess it can just die, because nothing else here is worth giving up. Right, other ones have negatives or growth paths. Like this is just whatever, man. All right, one more second. We have 10. And we're closing in here. We're actually so doing. Oh my god! Oh my god! Or we actually have it though. So this, we have infinite money. We have not a ton of people. But arrow souls are coming in here. Space mirrors. Planetary thermostat. I don't know. Maybe the star means something different. I'm pretty sure it meant like a win con. This is very expensive though. 20, 20, and 30. Like, oh my god, war on science. They really, oh my god. Rogue AI. War on science, which at least gives you the people back. And an aging demographic. Hardcore, man. You can just get hit with these events at any time and just lose, right? Like, we actually got through the early game so well for this not to be a problem. What is this? Tragic harvest. Dude, I need to cure the rogue AI. This is insane, man. I need to get rid of it. We're on science. Okay, I guess if I have to build this again, it's only 23 and 15, right? Oh my god. I can't actually believe how, like, we're so close, right? Like, we have everything. We just need to not fall into a lose trap, and the game is just like, nah, what if you just lost? Man, what is this? Asteroids? I mean, bro, come on. What does that mean? Miracle enzyme. Cool. So we lost our card, our super cool card that we just saved up a ton for. Fortunately, I can literally build it again. And again, it will remove 250 emissions from the atmosphere. Which is crazy. But again, we're just getting there. We got lots of money, we got science, some sort of calamity, of course. Take my money, it's fine. And I don't know, maybe if you don't hit the next tipping point, these events just can't happen. And because I let the game go all the way to these tipping points, it's just insane. But yeah, we are... Tragic harvest. Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever you want, you can just have it. Food chain, here, take more money. If only we could just do 20th century industry like the good old days. I don't even need to do concrete. We don't have any emissions left to lose, you know? We just need to save up. We just need to save up. I don't know what this will do, the planetary thermostat. It looks like it goes in the people section, but it says replace, so probably not. What is this? What is this? Another green card, okay. Is it a bad green card? Yeah, just groves and pools, who cares? I don't care. Nitrogen runoff, oh my god. Leave me my science. It was like my only good production for so much of this game, you know? Regenerative agriculture. That is a good one. We can get rid of the groves for that. Okay. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. 30 science. Fast forward. Come on, fast forward. We're gonna get there. We have so much people, so much money. Super bacteria, what does it take? Science. We actually need to... We need to do this again. We need to do this, and we need to do this, and what I need to do from there is develop some frickin' space or something. Like, I don't know, but whatever we're doing is not working. So, go. I don't care if I had to pay for that card 7 times over. It's fine. It is what it is. I didn't want to go down degrowth. I really wanted donuts, but... Sure, let's do degrowth as well. We gotta get out of here, man. Miracle enzymes? Holy dude. What is this? Cancer? Bro. Oh, I'm getting so many messages. Why do people want me to look at stuff? 19, 20, 21, it's coming. Degrowth. Replace with... Does this just end the game? Ecosymbiosis? No, man, I want the science. I want the planetary thermostat. You just control the weather. Holy pandemic, bro. Rogue AI. Every time. At least we get to see what this does. What's the positive here? Humankind engineering. We could do designer babies. Or let's do some VR. Wait. VR takes 6 science. Are you building a random card? What random card did you make me? I thought I was making a random card, but I don't see it. Did it? I think it made me miracle enzymes, actually. I think that's where that came from. Lame. I wanted more science. 4 and 4. I could expand the science sector. Oh god, local protests. Get out of here. Alright, science sector, go. And then random card, go. VR world, VR utopia? Okay. This looks like it goes in the people zone though. So we'll see where that goes. We're just kind of exploring all the paths here. Because I want the thermostat, but, you know, we do what we can. Designer babies, though, are also kind of cool. Again, it doesn't have a star on it, so... Yeah, VR Utopia goes here. Kind of cool. What is this? What is this? Cancer. Kessler syndrome. No, dude. No Kessler syndrome needed. Space research. Moon commuting. Okay, sure, let's do that. This is getting a bit silly. Asteroids. So we're going into space now because we've started some space, so we've triggered some space. Enzymes. They do come with a -1. So get out of here, wind. Some tragedy. We have infinite money. 120, 40 people. Science research. We're going to the moon on commute. We're going to go to a new... I guess we're going to do the new habitable planet anyway. I guess this is terraforming Mars after all. Yeah, okay. What is this? Gulf Stream slowdown. It could lead to a death. I need like 25 science in the next so many seconds. Holy... Climate collapse. I think that just gives... Yeah, groves and pools. Nobody cares. I somehow don't have enough science. It used to be the only thing I was good at. This is crazy, man. Lack of rare minerals. Every 13 seconds we're getting something. Our emissions are actually going up in this category because space and moon commuting all involve emissions. And that's true in real life, but who cares, right? Who cares? I mean, the scale of emissions are just not comparable to everything else. What the hell is this? Deep sea mining? No, dude. I mean, that's the solution to running out of minerals, but no. Like, I don't... I mean, 6 emissions is not bad. I guess for the sake of just having more infinite money, we can be a little carbon positive. Why be carbon negative when you can be carbon positive? I think we're going to accidentally terraform a planet. I think I'm going to get to call this an accidental terraforming of a planet video. And people that queued into this are going to think that I was talking about accidentally terraforming Earth. But in reality, I very much so am talking about accidentally terraforming this planet right now, right here. VR worlds, I don't need you. I mean, right? Because this is going to make a... Oh, it's replaced. Never mind. Is this one replaced? Departure of some. I mean, that's kind of cool, actually. So this is our first go at the Mars. Replace. Okay, okay. What is this? 15 for the Gulf Stream slowdown. Okay, well, it's a good thing we're getting science every 12 seconds. I mean, this here alone says 6, 2.4, and 3, right? It's just kind of crazy. It's just kind of crazy. This gives us more people, but who cares? New habitable planet. Show me, show me, show me. Nice. Departure of some. Planet B colonized. Let's do it. Come on, let's do it. Oh, God. Asteroid swarm. Check here first. Deep sea fishing. Asteroid swarm. Deep sea fishing. What is that? What is that? Protected landscapes. I mean, I don't know if you're going to give me a negative for that procking. I guess nature conservation doesn't have a negative with it. So, sure. More cards are being burned. Big burn. This we don't care about because we don't have any carbon left on the planet, but we're still leaving it for whatever reason. Yeah, maybe we could have just won with the thermostat, but going all the way to Mars seems fine. Seems fine. Totally fine. Tragic harvest. It's fine. It's fine. We have science. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Leave me alone, please. What is this? Oh my god. Please, please let me get 20 science at the same time. This is just so cruel, man. Holy. Super bacteria. Oh my god, man. I'm dying. If you're not tired, just know that I'm tired. What is this? What is this? What is this? Regional climate collapse. Kessler. What? No, 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 no. Kessler kills all of my cards. I cannot. Oh, what does the super bacteria do? It kills all of our humanity. I mean, look, I have enough human resources that's fine. Kessler syndrome needs to be protected against. Now, more science is kind of bad. So this can just burn away anyway, because it's positive and negative or whatever. What is this? Bad weather. Climate collapse. I mean, we're just getting groves over and over again, right? Can't believe this super bacteria is going to wipe out, like, everything. Like, everything. I guess I needed to keep my VR worlds after all. What is happening here? Oh my god, okay. Okay, go away. This card is being destroyed. I mean, look, fine. What's the humankind? I mean, I guess I could do babies. That could save us a little bit. Right, because babies could replace all of this that we're losing. But again, we have 144 resource tokens for people. So it should be fine. It should be fine. Asteroid swarm. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, this one first. This is gonna give us a... Oh my god. Look at all of that, man. That's crazy. This is... It's too much. What is this? Miracle enzyme things? I mean, look. Sure. Okay. Okay, I'm not stressed. I'm not stressed. I just want... I think we're so close, right? This bar has come down, actually. I guess this isn't our high watermark. This is where the game considers the emissions right now. Emissions peak, no? 1783. Let's keep watching that. This could kill us, so we have to do this one first. Biodiversity breakdown, protected landscapes. I mean, bro. Okay. Okay, okay. Any positives here? Sure. Okay, asteroid swarm once again. It's going to destroy our science sector. Let's like not let that happen. Enzyme has up and negative, so we're just no more industry. We could rebuild 20th century industry. Let's not do that. Oh my god. Each round, give me another negative from the garbage. Okay. Like, look how much people and money we have. It's crazy. Oh my. A pandemic, of course. Who cares, man? Go away. Go away. I want my science. These beavers, man. We're losing our beavers. See, this is going down. Kessler syndrome. And just let the burn happen. Okay. Like, we maxed out our economy in so many ways. Invasive weeds, all of these things are just so high science, man. Eco is -2. Okay. Like, literally, look at this. 11 seconds, -5, 11. Like, it's crazy, dude. This peak, 1747, right? Super bacteria. Wow. What a great one. I mean, again, I could just let that proc, actually. I don't have anything for it to hit. In fact, I think we finally have it. Right? We finally have it. Biodiversity breakdown, sure. Oh, okay. Climate apathy. Oh my god, this is not normally how it feels to play this game, but we sure are here now. -1. Sure. Okay, climate apathy. We got money and people for that. Widespread cancer. Working on it, bro. Just give me 20 seconds to cure cancer for the 7th time. Superbacterias. Bro, superbacterias are normal for us. We are used to them. They can proc all day. Right? Come on. Departure of some. Surprised this doesn't, like, reduce the population. Come on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We finally did it. Though, but hey, it's a star. Yeah. You did not solve the issues of the billions of people remaining on Earth, but hey, it's a start. We actually did solve their issues, let's be real. We just also had to go to planet B, which I'm considering Mars. What a run, man. Oh my god, this almost killed me in the last 20 minutes here. I really did not think that this video would go past an hour, and we are at 2. So I accidentally terraformed a planet to save humanity. Crazy. Holy, this is a free game, dude, and this is hardcore mode. If you just want to play it and have fun, find the different, like, end games, not have to worry about toggling industries on and off, just play normal. It's a great game. It's so fun. But, like, holy dude. I hope somebody out there got enjoyment out of this. I really liked solving the problem, but I feel like we could have done this 100 rounds sooner and an hour earlier. Like, this is crazy. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.